Hi, this is the GBS number 3 video. Stands for Guillain-Barre Syndrome. This is the third video in my series. This is the long-term outlook for Guillain-Barre survivors. What we go through to become rehabilitated. I can be followed on Facebook at chronicpaininAustin.com. Hi, my name is Shannon Green, and I am a GBS survivor. And I've kind of talked about, you might want to watch video 1 and 2 in this series before you watch this one. This is going to discuss the long-term effect of GBS and kind of what to expect, because the doctors and therapists gave me what I felt was unrealistic expectations of how long it would take me to recover. Now, every person is different, and also it depends on how healthy you were when you got Guillain-Barre. I had diabetes, and I had a surgery I wasn't healing well from, and then I got a respiratory virus, and then 2 weeks later, I started noticing a lot of the GBS symptoms after the respiratory virus. Many cases have been linked to the flu shot, so they recommend Guillain-Barre patients never get a flu shot again. It can also be linked to the Zika virus. There's been many cases down in Florida and South America where they believe the Zika virus was the cause. There's a lot of speculation. Emotional trauma, in my case, I had 4 people die within a month. So I had emotional trauma, physical trauma, and then I got a respiratory virus. So that's kind of how I feel that I got GBS. Some people have gotten it after pregnancy, stomach flu. So those are just, some of the speculations that people have put out there on message boards. The other thing I want to talk about, let me look at my notes so I don't forget, is to talk about the support agencies that are out there for you, for family and friends, and they are free. And I highly recommend getting in a support group, whether it's online or in person, because dealing with chronic pain from the GBS is something we're probably going to have to deal with for the rest of our life. And I have found in my personal experience that it takes a mind, body, and spirit approach. It's not just focusing on the physical symptoms. Turning over things you can't control to a higher power is the spiritual component. And then the emotional component, it can be very depressing to be in pain constantly every second of every day, which I have been in. So I did have a really bad bout with depression. So a couple things that I've done to kind of help with the depression and the anxiety is meditation. I try to do a meditation 45 minutes a day. There are a bunch of guided meditations for free online. I like one on YouTube. It's Om chanting, OM. That has been effective for me, but you do have to meditate every day for it to be effective in the long term. So 20 to 45 minutes is the recommendation, that you could do it daily. So it's more important about doing it every day as opposed to maybe one day I had 20 minutes and the next day I had 45. So just try to approach it every day if you can. The other one is mindfulness, being mindful and present in the moment. So I found that I can no longer multitask. I can only focus on one task at a time. If I start multitasking, the anxiety got to be too bad. So that's another big change that I did. So let me talk about the American Chronic Pain Association. I lead a support group in Austin, Texas. If you check out their website, which I will have in this link, American Chronic Pain Association, it's the acpa.org. You can search by city and find if your city has a support group. If they do not, then you can send them an email and become a facilitator and lead a group. The thing I really like about the American Chronic Pain Association is it's not just for people with chronic pain. It is for their family and friends to come as well. And our caregivers and family and friends, this can be very devastating for them as well, because I know in my case, my husband and son have had to help me walk. They know I can't really lift things like I used to, so they've really had to step up. And there's been days when I would say, guys, I'm not going to be able to leave the house today. The pain is too bad. And so a lot of rearranging of schedules, and it takes a lot of patience. So really note and think about, it really can affect your family, friends, your caregivers. So try to be conscious of that. So that's why I suggest a support group for everybody that is in your circle of influence, or that spends a lot of time with you. The other thing, of course, in video 2, I mentioned the importance of physical therapy and doing your exercises every single day, and to find a DPT, if possible, doctor of physical therapy. That is helpful. Swimming in a heated pool, that is very helpful. I found that trying to swim in a pool that was cold was irritating to my nerves. So being able to do some walking in a heated pool, then maybe sit in a hot tub and then go to a sauna. If you have a local YMCA by you, that's where I go. All of those are very beneficial. I also do Epsom salt soak baths at night for those days that I can't make it to the gym. I also do lots and lots of ice packs. I try to use ice packs before I reach for Tylenol, because taking Tylenol or Advil, which I do find Tylenol to be more effective than Advil, or Aleve, but taking Advil or ibuprofen, any of these things, or Tylenol in the long run are not good on your liver or your stomach. So if you can find heat pads and ice packs and other things that work for you, that will be more beneficial in the long term. The last organization I want to talk about would be the Guillain-Barre Syndrome Survivors Facebook group. They have a lot of good comments on there about what each patient experienced, because we're all different. We all had a different GBS journey. So it's important to get on some type of reputable Facebook group or some other group on the internet, where you can reach out and comment and talk to people who are going through or have gone through what you're going through. I can't tell you how helpful that is. The last thing I want to talk about is my Facebook page, which is the Chronic Pain Support Group and Life Hacks, which you could just click on a link at Chronic Pain in Austin, which I'll put at the end of this video. So feel free to put comments, and I will try my best to answer them. If you have additional questions, please put those in the comments as well. I will probably most see them more quickly. That's a word. Quicker. Sorry, quicker. If you do it on my Facebook page. But again, my name is Shannon Green. I am age 39. I was 39 when I got Guillain-Barre. I'm 42 now, so it's been a 3-year journey. Again, I got it when I was 39, so it gives you a little bit of a level, so you can figure out how old I was when I got Guillain-Barre, because that does affect how fast you recover. Thank you for watching.